What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video in the Road to 1 Million series. So today I'm going to be talking about some of the transaction difficulties that we've been having with this one property. So funny story. So if you're familiar with Wisconsin geography, which is where we're based, we're in Milwaukee and we have this property over by Madison, which is like 45 minutes to 90 minutes away depending on traffic and how far you're going. But it's like roughly an hour away. So we have this contract that's all locked up. We have it assigned, but there's $60,000 worth of liens on it, and we're waiting for the seller to pay those off. But to make sure she doesn't backdoor us with someone who comes in like $500, $1,000 higher than our offer, just scam us, we had to file an affidavit of interest. So we got this thing notarized a couple days ago at the bank. Side tip, if you're banking with someone, you'll usually do it for free. Like most of the big guys, or really any regional bank, if you're giving them your money, they should be doing notaries for free. If your bank doesn't do that, I'd highly recommend switching. But anyways, we got this thing notarized a couple days ago, and I drove an hour and a half to Madison only for this dumbass clerk. Anybody that works with the government, annoying as fuck. I don't care, president down to postman, they're all annoying. This chick especially. I get in there, she's like glass eye, not that there's really an issue with that, but like, she was like looking one way and looking another way, and so I was like, whoa, bitch, what's going on? And she tells me that my font is too small. Mind you, it's a computer, you can just zoom in on it. So I had this printed out thing, and she put it through the scanner, and it scans it, and they upload the doc, but she's like, it's too small, I can't read it. Bitch, zoom in. So I gotta mail it to them, which is very unfortunate. But the lesson that we've taken from this is don't make hasty decisions. And there's never only one path, because turns out you can mail it in. So had I taken the time to research it and not just taken someone's word who we know, great person, love her to death, but I didn't know that we can mail it in. Probably because she's never mailed it and she's only done local. And so I thought that you'd have to go deliver it yourselves, they have to get your ID. That's just not the case. So when taking action, like for example, when we started out, we used to hear about a certain strategy. So maybe we heard about like cold calling, and we would just do cold calling. Or we heard about pay per lead and we would just do pay per lead. Be strategic with your decisions, weigh your options, and don't just jump into one thing. However, I don't know if a lot of people struggle with that. I think what most people struggle with is indecision. Bezos talks about this at length and has talked about this for years, on how indecision is almost always more detrimental to the development of your business than making the wrong decision. He always says that if a decision is somewhat reversible or entirely reversible, he'll just make the decision the same day. No problem. And then if it works, it works. And if not, you have data and you can go make the other decision, but even in a more directed and stronger manner than you would have initially. Whereas indecision, you don't know shit. You don't know anything. So don't sit in states of indecision in your business, whether you're at $0 or you're at $1 million or $100 million. Indecision is what cripples the growth of a business. And if you're not growing, you're shrinking. So keep that in mind. But that's all I got for today. No new revenue. Should have some coming in tomorrow. I'll also start making these more during the day, so you get a little more hands-on, like when I'm calling people and we're developing the software. So look out for that. See ya.